Welcome back to my channel and intense moment that erupted behind the scenes after one of the most dramatic matches of the night. What unfolded backstage was not just a confrontation, it was an emotionally charged collision of pride, past wounds, family loyalty, and personal ambition. As we unravel everything step by step, we'll piece together how one huge victory over Penta triggered a ripple effect that exploded into a moment no one expected, especially between Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa, two competitors bonded by blood, yet separated by conflicting paths. Everything started right after Solo Sikoa's gritty and hard-fought win against Penta, a match that kept the entire WWE Universe glued to their screens. Solo walked through the curtain with the usual fire in his eyes, but this time, his expression carried something extra, something deeper. It wasn't just pride from the victory, it was the weight of proving himself, the pressure of carrying his family's legacy, and the unspoken message that he was ready to stand alone if he had to. For weeks, tension had been brewing, and that wind poured gasoline on a flame already sparking. The backstage area was buzzing with energy. Crew members rushed around, producers reviewed segments, and the locker room chatter was louder than usual. In the middle of all this noise, Solo moved like a storm pushing through a calm village. His chest was rising and falling heavily, sweat still dripping from his forehead, fists still semi-clenched, as if his body didn't fully believe the match had ended. Everyone could feel something was building. Word had already spread that Jey Uso was somewhere in the area, watching from a distance. And when Jey finally stepped into the frame, everything in the background seemed to freeze. Jey Uso has always been known for his emotional depth, his fiery passion, and the internal battles he carries silently. Tonight, something different was burning in him. Not anger, not jealousy, but a charged mixture of disappointment, concern, and the remnants of brotherhood that time and conflict haven't fully extinguished. He approached Solo slowly, cautiously, studying his younger brother's body language, trying to sense whether a conversation was even possible. The moment their eyes locked, every unresolved issue that had been lingering between them resurfaced. Their history as tag partners, their separation after tensions within the Bloodline, their individual journeys to redefine themselves, it all weighed heavily in the air. Jey didn't waste any time before confronting Solo about his attitude and the way he'd been carrying himself lately. He questioned why Solo seemed so distant, why he was cutting ties with everyone who once stood by him, and why he felt the sudden need to prove something by force rather than heart. Solo, already charged from the match, didn't respond calmly. He stepped forward, voice low but sharp, insisting that he didn't owe anyone an explanation. He claimed that his victory over Penta was only the beginning, that he wasn't looking to follow anyone's footsteps anymore, and that he was carving out a path of his own whether Jey liked it or not. This triggered something inside Jey, an emotion that had been building for months. He tried to reach Solo, not with hostility, but with raw honesty. He reminded him that strength wasn't about isolating yourself or shutting out the people who care. It was about loyalty, about knowing when to stand as one and when to fight as a family. But Solo wasn't hearing it. Instead, he pushed back harder, saying that loyalty hasn't done anything but slow him down. That was when the situation escalated. Solo stepped too close, chest bumping Jey, as if daring him to react. Crew members nearby paused, unsure whether to intervene. The tension turned into a live wire ready to snap. Jey clenched his jaw, trying to keep himself from exploding, but when Solo shoved him again, the dam broke. What happened next shocked everyone watching. Jey reacted with a sudden, sharp, instinctive strike, a stunning blow that caught Solo completely off guard. It wasn't just a physical hit, it was a release of months of frustration, pain, unresolved issues, and emotional buildup. The moment Solo stumbled back, his expression shifted from anger to shock. He didn't expect Jey to react that way. He didn't expect the older brother, who always tried to keep peace, to finally snap. After the strike, the room went silent. Crew members froze. Nobody dared move. The look in Jey's eyes wasn't violent. It was heartbreaking. He didn't strike Solo out of hate. The pain in his face made it clear he was hurt, tired, and emotionally stretched thin. Solo, on the other hand, stood there breathing heavily, his pride wounded, his emotions spiraling. For the first time, the unstoppable enforcer seemed unsure. And in that moment of silence, Jey spoke words that cut deeper than any punch could. He told Solo that he wasn't the enemy, that he wasn't trying to hold him back, and that he wasn't trying to overshadow him. He reminded Solo of everything they had survived together, of every moment they fought side by side, of every time they protected each other, and how Solo's recent actions were breaking the very foundation their family stood on. Solo didn't respond immediately. He just stared at Jey, conflicted, breathing hard, fists tightening and loosening like he was battling something inside. Behind those eyes, it was clear he was torn between anger, confusion, and something softer, something he didn't want to admit. The emotional weight of the moment hit everyone in the room. Jey's voice cracked slightly as he admitted that he missed the brother he used to know, the one who fought beside him, not against him. He stepped closer, not to fight but to reach the brother hiding behind the walls Solo had built around himself. Solo glanced away, jaw trembling, a rare crack in his tough exterior showing through. But before anything more could happen, he abruptly stepped back, turning his face away as if refusing to let anyone see what he was feeling. He walked off slowly at first, then picked up speed, leaving everyone in stunned silence. Jey didn't chase him. He just stood there, shoulders heavy, knowing that tonight was only the beginning of a much deeper story between them. What happened backstage wasn't just an altercation, it was a turning point, a moment that peeled back layers both men had been hiding. Solo's victory over Penta may have proved his physical dominance, but the emotional war between him and Jey was far from settled. As news of the confrontation spread, speculation ran wild throughout the WWE Universe. Was this the spark that would reignite their rivalry? Was it the moment that would eventually bring the brothers back together? Would Solo use this moment to fuel a darker path, or would Jey's strike be the wake-up call he desperately needed? Fans began choosing sides, analyzing every detail, wondering whether this confrontation would soon escalate into a match, a storyline, or a transformative moment for both men. Backstage sources hinted that this wasn't the end. They said that both Jey and Solo left the arena carrying more emotional weight than when they arrived. Solo reportedly locked himself away from nearly everyone, refusing interviews or comments. Jey remained visible but distant, pacing and quietly replaying everything in his mind. Tonight changed something. The bond between Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa has always been complex, built on love, rivalry, loyalty, and tension, but what unfolded backstage after Solo's massive win over Penta added a new chapter to T.